Wasteland. And in today's episode, we are looking at the Italian Job Commission. So, I believe the Italian Job needs no introduction. It's a wonderfully British film, one of Michael Caine's best roles, in my opinion, and it features one of the most iconic cars of this country. It's ingrained into the culture, and the film was groundbreaking in its special effects. Now, this is a commission from our good friends over at Bleeped Up Productions, and I was contacted by Lee asking for a Wasteland take on the Italian Job minis. Now, there is precedent for this. Mad Max Fury Road showed us that you can have any car survive the wasteland and be utilized and changed. So it became a question of how was I going to do this? Now, from the onset, there were a few things that he wanted from this commission. He wanted for the vehicle that would carry the minis to open up just like the bus from the film. So you'd have these two sliding rails come out, and then each mini could drive on and drive off the back. Initially, he wanted it to be a bus, just like from the film, but considering the logistics involved in trying to hollow out a bus and make it so that three minis that would have extra bits added to them fit inside it, and then on top of that, this would be a vehicle that's not as big as a war rig, but would be bigger than ordinary buses. I went for the simple solution, and I don't think that's a bad thing. In the end, he loved it, and that's what matters. So I started with our good friends at Home Bargains with one of their Home Bargain lorries, and it was going to need modification. It was not going to be the right size to fit these cars in, as you can see. So after finding the three minis, I started taking them apart. One of them has a wonderful feature where it has a tab on the bottom of the base, so you can actually open and close it, so you can remove the bodywork and get a view of the cab inside, which was perfect because it meant I could stick a original Dark Future driver model inside there, which could represent the producer of Bleeped Up Productions himself. And then it became a matter of making these three minis uniform but unique in their own way. Now, Michael Caine's mini, the red mini, that needed to be fierce. It needed to stand out from the others. You know, this is the trailblazer. This is the one that scours a path in the wasteland for the others to follow. So I decided on a raised profile, a nice big ram at the front, as well as an air intake, which you can actually see in one of my previous videos, the crash course on drilling apart cars. So with each mini, I tried to make them unique in their own way, but at the same time feel uniform. Now, when it came to modifying the war rig, I knew that I wanted it to at least have some throwbacks to the bus from the Italian Job. And the bus is real in real life. It looks like something out of the wasteland right now, but you can see how they had to completely empty the back of it. So it really is just a frame. And that really did help when it came to modifying the trailer, because those cars wouldn't fit in it ordinarily. So really, I had to just completely cut all of it off. I had to turn the trailer into a flatbed and build new walls, new ceiling, new everything. The minis themselves, once they were detailed up, painting is just like my previous paint job videos. You know, you keep it simple, base coat black or brown, and then work up the solid tones from there. Now, when it came to the war rig and trailer, I had a lot more free rein. I could adapt it and change it to look more like something out of the wasteland, with that typical cow catcher like you'd see in Fury Road. I knew that if I had, the doors open at the back so that the cars could go in and out, well, you don't want to just slot the cars in there in like a little plastic tube so they can rattle around and get damaged. So I put little plastic slats along the base so that they wouldn't roll around inside there, and at the same time I made it so the actual ceiling of the trailer could be removed. So it would slide in and out on these rails that I made out of Plasticard, and lock in at the back with a piece of modified I-beam Plasticard. So that way, to actually take the minis in and out, you weren't forced to just open the doors and drop them out and have them smash into a million bits all over the table, which would be very Wasteland, but would be really bad. We have the finished Italian job, or as Lee wants to call them, Bleeped Up Productions likes to call them, the Italian yobs. It was a really fun commission to work on, and I can't emphasize enough how there is something satisfying about seeing a project like this come through to completion. I mean, each car has come together perfectly in its own way, but at the same time, they work so well together as a whole. You could take them out individually to play with them individually, but when they're kept together, they become iconic. You know, you wouldn't look at them and go, oh, that's just a gang that has a lot of British cars. You'd look at them and go, red, white, and blue, that's the Italian job. And it's not red, white, and blue with checker roofs and Union Jacks and cups of tea. It's red, white, and blue. Those are the cars from that film that have survived all this time into the apocalypse. One of the details I wanted to add to the minis as well was the license plates on the rears. Now, it's been pretty hard to find accurate images of the license plates used in the film. What we know for certain is they were the black-backed, white-lettered kind. Whenever you're in doubt, just look at the production photos for the films, or just look at the films. That's the best way to go. And with the hoods as well, keeping them with the black leather straps, because that's what they used. You know, the 3 additional headlights, the fog lamps that were put on the front of the cars, those were body kit additions that were held in place with black leather straps going across the front of the bonnet. So that's why they've got these black lines there, and that's what ties them in with the war rig as well, with those 2 black lines going down the front. Now, part of this video is a tie-in to a video that is coming on Bleeped Up Productions channel. So if you haven't checked it out already, go and have a look at it. Lee does some fantastic work on his channel. It's more gameplay videos than anything, so if you want more of that stuff, that's the place to go. This channel, while there will be gaming elements, this will always focus more on the creating and the building and the painting aspect of the Wasteland. But we are running a series of collabs in the future, so by all means go there, check out his channel, have a look at his videos, and have a look for the crossover videos that we've got coming up. We're doing a lot of collabs together, and I know you guys are going to love it. Okay, Wasteland, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.